Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're seeing this vlog. I am your Danger Zone knockout, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, and I'm here once again to give you all the insight about Danger Zone. We have an awesome show called TNA Afterburn, and Rod Moore and Mike Maddox was the color commentators, and the ring announcer was the beautiful Rebecca DiPietro. We had in our first match a knockouts match between the returning Brenda Menendez versus Midnight Rain. Well, Brenda Menendez, she beat Midnight Rain via pinfall. Next we had two amazing guys. One was AJ Flair and the other one was Chris Jericho, who made his debut on Afterburn. Well, Chris Jericho did the Waltz of Jericho and the Codebreaker on AJ Flair and got the pin. Next we had one of my new sisters, AJ Wilson, in a match up against April Hunter Powers. Well, my sister AJ gave all her got, and she went on to get a defeat at the hands of April Hunter Powers. Finally, the Afterburn main event was between Money Madness versus Crimson. That was the main event. Money Madness trash talked to Crimson about and the rest of the fans saying, "Oh, he got more money than anybody in the world." Well, come to find out, Crimson decided to beat him and get the win. Afterwards, everybody decided to get an intermission break and decided to get some drinks, some food and everything, and get ready for the show of the night, which is Danger Zone. We had our very first match, which was two beautiful divas named Star Jackson versus Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool did her Faith Breaker move on Star Jackson and got the win. Next, it was me, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, coming back into the ring and decided to take on Cody Styles. If you don't remember, about a couple of weeks ago, Cody Styles made a challenge on the TNA chat and also online Facebook and Twitter and even MySpace and everywhere in between about anybody wanted to challenge him. Well, I, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, decided to take up on his challenge and decided to go up against Cody Styles. And I got a chance to shut his mouth up by pinning him after doing my Ferrari drive, which is a modified powder, by the way, if you don't know. Next match we had was two amazing high flyers. One of them was my good friend Chris Matthews, aka the Fallen Angel, and he went up against I believe NWO's very own Christian Michaels. Well, it went back and forth, and Chris Matthews got the win, and I'm very thrilled for Chris, although Christian tried his best at it. Next, we decided to have a guy make a debut. His name was Gabriel Matthews. Last week, his beautiful girlfriend Destiny Faith made her debut, but she lost to Stephanie Calloway in a very extreme close match. But in the end, Gabriel Matthews pinned Johnny Phoenix, and Gabriel Matthews got the win. Now moving on, we had two main events. The first one was my husband, aka The Game. He went up against Andrew Jordan. Game was hoping to win this match and go on to possibly make it a singles match between him and Dustin Holt for the pay-per-view, which I will talk about that later. But in the end, Andrew Jordan hit his finisher and got the win on Game. After that match went over, Game started getting angry, mad, whatever you want to call it, at Andrew Jordan getting the win. So Jeff Jarrett, one of the co-GMs of Danger Zone, came out and decided to give Andrew Jordan a sweet reward. Well, that sweet reward is that he made it a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship between Game versus Andrew Jordan versus Dustin Holt. And that's going to be dealt in the pay-per-view. And I will talk about that match a little bit later. And Game got all angry because in the middle of the match, Samantha Furry decided to come down and cheer on for my man and try to do some color commentary with Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler. Well, after Game found out from Jeff Jarrett that there was going to be a triple threat match for the pay-per-view for the World Heavyweight title between Andrew Jordan, Game, and Dustin Holt, who was accompanied that last night by Candy Blade, his fiancée. I'll get into that also later. Game decided to take his aggressions out, and I decided to go up and say, you know, babe, you tried your best, but come to find out, he decked me. I was like, what the world? He was angry at all get out. He tried to say he was sorry and everything, but suddenly a guy showed his past that he was there, and he was a very good looking tattooed guy. The fans all recognized him, and he was Sully Arna, the lead singer for Godsmack. Sully came in to help me out and just basically walk with me away from ringside, away from Game, who was still angry as hell about his match that he was going to have. Finally, we had our main event, which was an ECW Rules match for the TNA Hardcore Championship, which featured Kane, who was accompanied to the ring by Flaming Star, and he went against the current TNA Hardcore Champion Dustin Holt, who was accompanied by Candy Blade, his fiancée. At the end, Dustin Holt did his finisher and beat Kane when Dustin Holt put Kane through a table. That match right there was one of the best hardcore matches I've ever seen in my whole entire life, and I enjoyed it. Moving on, we are going to have our very own pay-per-view coming up called Cupid's Curse. Now let me explain about the pay-per-view. It's going to be held live from the sold-out Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. The only way you're going to ever see this matches is on pay-per-view through your local dish network, cable internet, or if you can find a way to see it for free, good luck. Oh, before I talk about the pay-per-view, we did have a bonus match after the Danger Zone show went out the air, and seeing one of my very good friends, Dark Stranger, take on the returning Greg Jennings. At the end, it was Dark Stranger who did his finisher and pinned Greg Jennings. Now I can talk about the pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view is called Cupid's Curse. It's going to be held Thursday night, February 16th, live on the Soda Reliance Stadium in Houston, Texas. We've got so many great matches and so many rich history. I want to get into each match if they have any history. First off, we're going to have Cody Styles, who's still on the loss record, going up against the man who won his Afterburn debut match, Chris Jericho. Mr. Styles may be getting angry because he lost to me, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley. Well, I told Mr. Styles that he should have kept his mouth shut. He kept yap, 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 yap in his mouth, and I shut him up. Now, Chris Jericho, I wish you the best of luck in shutting Cody Styles up in that match. Or Cody Styles, you gotta bounce back and get yourself a win, because I don't know what Dangerous's going to do if you lose again. Match number 2 is going to be a Stairway to Hell match with the two co-owners of TNA, Stormy versus Sunny. Now let me explain the little bit of history about why this match is happening. What happened was that Stormy and Steven the Demon Pastore had a beautiful, beautiful baby girl, and they named her Aaliyah. Well, Sunny decided to, well, basically, Aaliyah was taken away from Stormy and Steven the Demon Pastore, and Miss Stormy is still in a bad turmoil because she wants her baby back, but Sunny is not letting her have the kid back. Originally, Sunny sided with Crimson, but Crimson, about a few weeks ago, he decided to turn on Sunny and basically left Sunny with Aaliyah. So in this Stairway to Hell match, I believe the way the match is going to go, I believe it's going to go like this. I think it's a triple cage match, and there's going to be like 3, cages coming up, aka Stairway to Hell. Whoever wins that match will be the winner, and from what I heard, I could be corrected on this, will become the sole owner of TNA. People have been asking me for this match, whose side am I on? Well, I, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, am ready to tell the people that I'm on Team Stormy, along with Steven the Demon Pastore, Eric Draven, Marcus Wolf, aka Team Wolf. I'm on Stormy's side because this girl has been put through so much hell in so many ways. Okay, third match we're going to have of the night on the Cupid's Curse pay-per-view is a tag team match with Crimson teaming up with Gabriel Matthews, and Gabriel is making his pay-per-view debut along with Destiny Faith. They're going to be going up against Generation Now, which is Josh York and Chris Elwin. Now Crimson, he's still a mystery. Don't know why he joined originally with Sunny to take Aaliyah, but maybe that story will unfold in due time. Next match we're going to have is a tag team ladder match for the TNA World Tag Team Championship, which Jeff Jarrett decided to bring over to Danger Zone because on the other show, Impact, they have their own version of the Undisputed World Tag Team Championships. It's going to feature the final 2 teams that's going to be facing each other for the TNA World Tag Team Championships, and they are Genesis, which comprise of Mike Dempter and Mike Blade, and they're going up against the Mostly Machine Guns, aka Alex Shelley, who's going to be accompanied to the ring by Angelina Love, and Chris Sabin is going to be accompanied to the ring by Velvet Sky. I like both of these tag teams. Both these tag teams, they show that they have heart, they have the passion, they have the drive to do anything they want. So I'll be on the great lookout to find out who's going to be the new TNA World Tag Team Champions for our show. It's either going to be Genesis or the Mostly Machine Guns. Genesis representing Philadelphia and Mostly Machine Guns representing Detroit, Michigan. The next match is something close to my personal heart, and is a toilet match, which I find it kind of strange. But it's for the TNA Femme Fatales Championship, as Stephanie Calloway, who's the current champion, is going up against me, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, because I am cashing in my rematch for the TNA Femme Fatales Championship. Now, the way that this whole thing comes together is this. Me and Stephanie Calloway, we've been a bad thorns on each other's side. We could stand each other and everything. I won the TNA Femme Fatales Championship at a pay-per-view. I think it was either Baptized by Fire or one of the other pay-per-view. But when Armageddon came on, that's when Stephanie Calloway regained the title. I'm looking forward to becoming the two-time Femme Fatales champion, and I am so ready to shut Stephanie Calloway up and show that I actually rightfully belong in the match. Alright, now we got match number 6, which is for the TNA National Heavyweight Championship with JT Holt as the champion. Now you may be asking, who is he going to be taking on? Well, this guy has been impressive. He won his match on the Danger Zone show, and that man happens to be my good friend Chris Matthews, aka the Fallen Angel. These two are high flyers to the hilt, and we're so happy to have them on the show. I think that the National Heavyweight Championship is our version of the Light Heavyweight Championship that maybe guys can go after, or possibly if a woman wants to be brave enough and go after the title. Finally, we got the main event to blow the roof off at the Reliance Center in Houston, Texas. As we see, the current champion Dustin Holt is going to be coming to the ring by Candy Blade as he go up against the former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, my husband, The Game. I might be accompanying him to the ring. I might not. He might have to go out alone because of his attitude towards me on the Danger Zone show, which I didn't appreciate at all. And the third person is going to be in the match is going to be Andrew the Hurricane Jordan. Of course, the reason why Andrew Jordan is in this match is because he won the match over at the Danger Zone up against my husband, The Game. And Game got all pissed off, out of shape about it. So Jeff Jarrett decided to rectify the situation, and I want to say thank you, Jeff Jarrett, for doing that. You did a beautiful job at it. And he added Andrew the Hurricane Jordan because Jeff has been very impressed, along with me and Stormy and everybody else on Danger Zone, of what Andrew Jordan has been doing very much lately. And it doesn't hurt that Andrew is seeing my sister AJ Wilson. Congratulations, guys. But going back to the match, it's going to be a triple threat hardcore dumpster match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, the way that the match goes, of course, is a hardcore match, of course, ECW style. But the way you win the match is that somebody got to pin somebody else in a dumpster, aka triple threat hardcore match. Hello. As said before, these guys are like in a bitter feud right now. Dustin Holt with Game, and now with Game versus Andrew Jordan, so it's going to be like a triple threat and triple D possibilities. And all that great stuff. We can't wait to see you guys at the Reliance Center over in Houston, Texas. Now here comes the time that I like to do what they call my top 5 people that I feel that did very good, and 2 honorable mentions. I'm going to do the honorable mentions first. The first one belongs to Kane. The reason I'm saying Kane because he gave us all up against Dustin Holt in the match they had, but at the end it was Dustin Holt that won the match. But Kane has been very much impressed me as of lately. The other one is a newcomer named Gabriel Matthews. The reason I say Gabriel Matthews because he, oh my gosh, he made a great debut, and he got the chance to beat out Johnny Phoenix, made Johnny Phoenix fly away, get it? Now here comes the time that I'll be doing my top 5. And my top 5 people are, number 5 is Chris Matthews, aka one of my best friends, aka the Fallen Angel. People ask me, why did I pick Chris Matthews my first top 5? Very simple. Because he went into the match, and he got the win, and he's given the chance to go up against JT Holt for the TNA National Championship. I wish Dustin the best of luck. Next person I'm going to make a mention, and he's number 4. He is the Florida Icon, Dustin Holt. The reason why I say is because Dustin Holt got his win over Kane in their ECW hardcore match. And I'm just happy that Dustin's getting a chance to have a little more airtime. And plus, he's getting married. Yes, ladies, he is not single anymore. He is getting married to the beautiful Candy Blade. Well, I'm so happy that they are. And also, congratulations. Number 3 in the top 5 is The Game, because he tried his best to go up against Andrew Jordan, but Andrew Jordan beat him. Game needs to chill out and realize that things can go his way. Speaking of Andrew Jordan, he is my number 2 choice for the top 5 that I like to do. And the reason is because he beat my husband, aka The Game, and he, thanks to Jeff Jarrett, is now in the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Plus, he's been impressing Jeff Jarrett and everybody else in Danger Zone, including me. So, Andrew, congratulations. You're number 2 on my top 5. And you'd be asking yourself, who's number 1 on the top 5 list? Well, it's me, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley. The reason why I put myself number 5, I don't want to be what they called biased per se, but I got the number 1 spot, and I put myself number 1 spot because I was the only woman enough to shut up Cody Styles' mouth and make him a challenge. And that challenge was that I'll face him in the ring. And I am the person who beat him and shut him up. Finally, I want to do something totally different. I've been talking with different staffers and everything. Now, I'm going to do a best male staffer and a female staffer. The best male staffer, in my opinion, is Jeff Jarrett, because he brought the TNA World Tag Team titles over to Danger Zone, and he got his own way of bringing it beautifully. My female staffer is the Beautiful Story, and I'll tell you why. I'm not ashamed to say it. She welcomed me with open arms to TNA, and I'm so thrilled. And plus, I am on Team Stormy, as she will beat Sunny. And I hate to say this, Sunny, but you can't always get what you want. That's what the Rolling Stones said in one of their favorite songs of mine. So I'm going for Stormy to win over Sunny. Yes, I said it. So if you want to go and yell at me, go right ahead. I will defend myself. It's also time for me to do male or peer, female or peer, match of the week, and best role play. I decided that best male RPer happens to go to the current TNA World Heavyweight Champion Dustin Holt, because he brings on brilliance and amazement when I see his RPs, and he keeps getting better. The female RPer has to be me, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, because I RP'd my tail off and gave Cody Styles a run for his money. Now the match of the week, in my opinion, that's going to be, of course, me, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley versus Cody Styles. Sorry, I'm tooting my own horn. But the reason why is because I was the woman enough to come up and step up and give him a challenge. Finally, role player of the week, in my opinion. I mean, some people gave it a roll, but I gotta give it to my friend Chris Matthews, aka the Fallen Angel. I mean, he made a point to, when he faced up against Johnny Phoenix, he made it clear, right to the point, and I'm so thrilled that he did. Finally, I told you people I was going to answer some of my fans' emails, and I decided to answer 2 more. The first one comes from Marcus, who lives in St. Louis, Missouri, and he said, "Dear Samantha, first off, you're my all-time favorite TNA knockout. You do fight, you don't give up, and you never surrender, and plus you're very beautiful." Well, first off, Marcus, thanks, appreciate it. His question was, what is my all-time favorite top 5 movies? Wow. Well, my top 5 favorite movies are: number 5, Queen of the Damned, because Aaliyah did a beautiful portrayal of Akasha in a movie. Number 4 is Grease 2, because I love Michelle Pfeiffer when she played Stephanie, and plus Cool Runnings, one of my all-time favorite songs. Number 3 has got to be The Crow, because I memorized that movie and I know the lines and everything. Number 2 is Steel Magnolias, because I mean, you see that movie, it will bring you tears and make you think about how life should be, and you should take life for granted and everything. And my number 1 favorite movie, Grease. Yes, it's still the word, and plus John Travolta was amazing as Danny Zuko. And my final fan question comes from Melinda, who lives in Las Vegas, Nevada. She says, "Dear Samantha, you my all-time favorite knockout, and I idolize you." Well, thank you, Miss Melinda, for doing that, but it's cool. And she wanted to know what is my all-time favorite TV show. Good question. The TV show that I watch all over again, and I want to be a contestant on this show one day if I could, is Cash Cab, because Ben Bailey is amazing. He's totally brilliant, and plus he's very funny. If I had to pick my second favorite show, it would definitely have to be this show on Sci-Fi called Face Off, because one of my favorite best friends is Glenn Hetrick, the guy with the nose ring and the hair, well, blonde hair. I love what they do with sci-fi makeup and everything. Alright, I covered up the basis about what's going on. I am hoping that you guys would order on pay-per-view Keep This Cursed, which will be shown live from the Reliance Center in Houston, Texas on February 16, 2012. And please, please cheer me on, as I, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, do want to become your 2-time TNA Femme Dolls champion. And I am really pulling for Stormy to win the match against Sunny. Yes, I'm a Stormy fan, and I will always be on Team Stormy. So in the meantime, I am your beautiful TNA Danger Zone Knockout, Samantha Ferrari Helmsley, saying, let's all get lost in the Danger Zone. Ta-ta for now.